Hey YouTube, I'm sorry for being not posting for a while. That's mainly because Android does not have a built-in screen recorder. So I had to find a way to hook this up to my laptop. So right now I'm actually recording through my laptop and using OBS. It was a hard, took 2 months. Yeah. Well, I finally figured it out, and about half a month ago, I found out that I had lab rat. I tried doing this video a few days ago with a new screen recorder on my phone, and it failed. It only recorded for like 27 seconds. Most definitely not enough when that's literally just the amount of time that it takes to load up the app. Finally got it up and running. So now I wanted to play this new map called Seattle. Actually, hold on. I actually gotta show y'all this map first. I'm gonna try and see if I can get any friends on and play the game called Seattle, which is actually a neat button community. I'm sorry if there's any buggy audio. Okay, YouTube. Remember, whenever you're in this map, turn off Ellipse safety. Even though it may enable it in room 1 or technical sandbox. But here's the map. Yes, I know the arrow's center, but pretty much everything's off center. Multiple things. But that's over there. I have all this stuff. This is some items that you can get. Here's the shops, the whatever that shop was called, the wish list. Okay. Here's some of the old tech webs from the winter and Halloween seasons, because I was barely able to be on during, but I still got something like this. And, this. So I was just lucky enough to be on it. Let me claim some I use. And yes, there is a no copy sign, and there's another one somewhere. I just won't tell y'all because I don't want y'all knowing where it is when I show y'all it. In like wilds, if I want to. But here's the white room. Here's how big it looks. There's Plinko, there's gambling. There's some functions that I needed to figure out. Randomizing blocks. And, bikes. Now, here's tic-tac-toe. It took me a while to figure out too. And yes, if you look up here, you'll see that it has the new blocks. Ow, won't you? But since you're not staff, you can't go in here. The only reason I can't is because I have to join the team. Which you have to do every single time you join. But look, I'll click that button. It shows it up there. But the problem I used to have was that it's not the resetting. It's really just the trying to make sure that this happens, because you don't want 2 people on the same spot. And that's gotten so confusing multiple times. That's the main reason this whole thing is so complicated and chunky, which I'll actually show y'all in a sec. Fudge. Okay, let's recheck. Okay, I got it successful that time. That's just a reset. There's some fans over here that was used from something in this map earlier. There used to be like a big pillar-ish like thing over here. But now it's not even here. And this is essentially the mechanism. When you actually get a successful push, it actually has this. You click from here. That's your actual button. If you actually get it successful, it goes into a toggle that turns it on. And on the other side, it's essentially the same, but the other side's thing is right here, going into the NOT gate. And if it's actually on, it stops this from running. And it was so confusing because I originally tried using this. This just resets the thing if you actually get it. Now, I'm gonna go to the scaffolding section. Actually, first I'll use the big room because it'll make more sense. Here is the entire thing. Yeah, took me over 10 days. No, more like 5 days. I was only able to spend 1 hour each day. And sometimes less. But I was actually able to do all this. And this is more recent stuff. Like this. And here's the reset key, and here's the team thing. It turns you red-ish. And there used to be a timer for it to only open up for a short amount of time. Here's some reset buttons. Here's some staff-only items. And that toggles the snow in the lobby, which I'll turn on. Now I can go through here. We go over here and we see the snow's on. Yep. We can actually activate all that from here. So I'll go to scaffolding, and this is what it all looks like so far. Which, yeah, I know it's not the best. But it's just a work in progress. And here's where we started up the video. Like, I placed the camera here. And sometimes it works. Actually, I'll just use the broom as representation. I placed the camera there, essentially. And then I just sit here. And this is my perspective. So, that's essentially all I do. Just set up the video now. And, you may be wondering, what's this area for? If you look back at some of my past videos, you'll realize that this camera angle and this camera angle may seem iconic-ish. I'm gonna show y'all representations. Yeah, the sands and the house being put on fire. Yeah, that video. The only reason I need the team version of the Hangout sign is because of the labyrinth thing. Or I mean staff. I turned on no knockback protection and health. Because if you're somehow able, technically you can easily protect yourself from this one. I might just go down in a sec. But I have to grab the wall right as it teleports me. So I don't want to use the grapplers at right now. Because it's this tall tube. Gotta wait for the sounds. Oh yeah. It doesn't activate on me, I forgot. I'll add a remove team button so eventually you can actually be a staff member and be able to know what it is. Like, see what other people see. But when that button's usually clicked, you're supposed to be teleported up there and there's spikes at the bottom. And you're supposed to grab the side if you want to survive, but there's no escape. And then over there in the shorter one is confetti cannon. The entire reason we have the health. Which technically, we can actually kill ourselves. Never mind, we can't kill ourselves. And it looks so wrong when I look at each other on the board. But now I can actually click this button, gain the key without having to use the gambling machine, and reset a kid's game. Which, this is like a 1 in 10 chance. Actually, there's 10 of those in there. But now I can show you what it looks like on in here. Okay, this just looks so odd from my laptop. All because I have just it over on the other side of the room. But here is how complicated I have. Yes, I know it looks complicated. But keep in mind, I had to use that entire system in both sides. This is what's already on that side. And these are all just hooked up to this. We used to have toggles behind these, but that just really made it hard to reset it. Because you really just want these powered from an easy source. Reset. And here's the things that you click. And down here is like wires that actually hook them up. So you can actually run your command. And this is where it sends. And these are where it detects if these are already on or off. And if they're off, you can actually get the command through. And these things here are the actual things that run the reset. So when these two lines are powered at the same time, or at least long enough, it actually hits in here. It hits this. Then it hits that thing up there. But yes, it looks like a lot of sender and receivers. That's just because that's how I had to do this. There's 19 different senders and receivers. Colors, at least. But this goes into the toggles to reset them on both sides. And it does all the functions it needs. Now, the last function I actually need to add would be a detection of who wins and if it's your turn or not, which I cannot easily add. If I wanted to do that, it'd just make it way thicker. I'd have to push it out here a little bit more and add a new not gates and stuff, like logic for whose side is it at this time, so it detects if you can click the button, and whenever is, like, if it's your turn, and it makes sure that technically all of the code that you need is, I'm gonna make a timestamp right here. If you don't want me to hear talking about this technical stuff, you go to that timestamp. I'm sorry. I am one of those few kids that like to actually talk about a little bit of coding sometime. Because I have. Even though all I am is in 8th grade. Failing. But, essentially all I'd have to add is a little section that whenever you click a button, has to detect that, and it'll have to tell you whose turn is it. So, you click a button, like if it's this person's time, it has color there. You can click, but not on that side. And it only lets you have one. But that's just the first step that you'll need to actually make a proper game. And then lastly is detecting if you've won or if it's a tie. Which is way harder on paper than you think. Way harder than you think because it has to detect if there are 3 in a row. Which there are a ton of combinations. Even though you may think there's not a lot, there is. Like, yeah. There's only 6 combinations you can have. Hold on. There's only 8 combinations that you can have for one color of winning. And then there's 8 for the other color. Which is already 19 combinations. And remember, there's all ties. Which technically, all you'd have to detect is if the whole board's filled, or if there's no other possible wins. But that'd be way too hard to set up. You'd have to make a thick board for that actually to happen. Because technically you could detect both of those things, but it's way too hard and most people won't even play it. Because you're really just making it so people can play it properly. But you can't do that. But technically you can. But who's gonna really play it? Okay, now I'm going to actually just leave this room and actually, okay, for the people who've actually went to the timestamp or actually watched the whole video, I'm actually going to be leaving this section and let me stand up. Sorry, my foot got stuck in the carpet. It's really when you sit on the carpet for too long and it most of your foot. Yeah, that's essentially what happened. But I've worked on all of this for so long, and it's essentially it's gonna go down into the drain if nobody plays it. But yes, I will make more in this map. And at this time, you cannot donate because it's full, but it's because of one friend just helping, which I had asked them before, but it's actually one of the few friends that I did not ask. Okay, I'm gonna leave the map and rejoin so I can show y'all the reset buttons. Okay, that was fast for the game to reload. But this time I'm not gonna click the join team button, but instead, I'm actually gonna click this. This is chaotic. Chaotic. Yes, it's using confetti cannons. That one's actually unavoidable. This one, you can't avoid. Like if you know when it's gonna activate. Aim. And fire. So, many staff members might not like this one. So that's why it's so annoying. So, I want to make a call. But it's an instant death. No matter what happens. Technically, I know that I've actually recorded that. I'm just gonna end off the video because that's pretty much all I wanted to show y'all. And also, there's a only app in room 2. And actually, that's all I have to show y'all. Okay, let's replay. Come on. Okay, YouTube. That's the end of this video. That's all I wanted to show y'all. Have a good day. Please like and subscribe and join this world once in a while. If y'all actually join on any day, you may be able to see me. So even today. But if this is a fairly old video, this world may be more popular. Or it may still be the same. I'm just trying to get some kids to join once in a while. But if y'all could please join once in a while. And that's the end of this video.
Hey there, YouTube. I hope that y'all liked my video. I hope that y'all have a good day. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye, YouTube. See ya.
This is the end of the YouTube video. Please click on one of these other videos. I hope you have enjoyed it. Have a good day, YouTube.